Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. ਸਤਿ ਸ਼੍ਰੀ ਅਕਾਲ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ and hope ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਜਣੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਵਧੀਆ ਹੋਵੋਗੇ. In today's video, I am going to talk about some expenses that takes place in the first month after you land in Canada for the first time. But before I start the video guys, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please go and hit the subscribe button right now. Let's talk about the first and the most important expense, which is your accommodation. Now, the expense of the accommodation depends upon what type of accommodation you are looking for. Whether you are looking for a single room, or you are looking for a room in sharing, or you want a separate room with a separate bathroom and a separate kitchen, or you are okay to share your bathroom and kitchen with somebody else and you just want a private room. If I talk about today's scenario in general, a sharing room where somebody will be living in the room with you and you would also have to share your kitchen and bathroom with somebody else, it is going to cost you something between $350 to $650 a month, depending upon the area you are looking for. If you're looking for a single room, meaning you are not sharing the room with somebody else, but you will have to share the washroom or the kitchen, then it would cost you something between $500 to $650 or $700 a month. Again, this can vary depending upon what area you are looking for. And if you are just looking for a private room with attached washroom but are okay to share your kitchen with somebody else in common, then it can cost you something between $600 to $800 a month. Or if you are just looking for a separate room, washroom, and a kitchen, which is also known as studio apartments, meaning you are not sharing anything with anybody else, you will be looking at something between $1,000 to $1,200 a month. But in Canada, when you get an accommodation, you are required to pay your first and the last month's rent together. So, for example, if you are getting a room for $600 a month, the first month you are required to pay $1,200, which is your first month rent and your last month rent together. So, this is going to be a big chunk or a lump sum amount that you would have to pay right away after you land in Canada. This situation can be different, or you will be able to save this money if you are living with somebody, meaning you are living with your relatives or your friends and you don't have to pay a rent every month. You will be able to save this money. But if you are looking to get an accommodation, this is something that you are required to pay, and you should carry this amount of money with yourself because there are no exceptions. You have to pay this no matter what if you are looking for a separate accommodation. Now, talking about the second most important expense is the cost of your groceries. Cost of the groceries totally depend upon if you're going to cook on your own or if you're going to opt in for a tiffin service. If you are somebody who knows cooking and you will be cooking for yourself, the average cost for a single individual per month will be between $200 to $400 a month. But for the first month, it will be little over $400 because you will be buying a lot of things. Now, if you go for the tiffin services, you will be provided tiffin for 5 days in a week and once in a day, and it will be between $250 to $450 a month. But based on my experience, if you are somebody who knows how to cook and you can cook on your own, please prefer cooking for yourself rather than going for the tiffin services, because most of the time you do not know if the food provided in the tiffin is fresh or no. So prefer cooking on your own. Now, talking about the third expense will be the expense for your phone plan. Most likely, when you land for the first time, you're not going to buy an expensive phone. Rather, you are going to use the phone that you are carrying with yourself from back home, and you would only opt in for the phone plan. To get started, people usually opt in for the basic phone plans because Wi-Fi's are provided on most of the places, so you do not need much of your mobile data. You would need a plan that provides you calling all over Canada and text messages all over Canada, or most phone plans provide you international text messages as well. And depending upon how much internet you need, the phone plans can be anywhere between $40 to $70 to $80 a month. Usually, on an average, people who land in Canada for the first time, or when I landed in Canada for the first time, I opted for a plan which costed me around $45 a month, and it's a good one to use to get started. Now, talking about the fourth expense, which is the expense of your commuting. If you are using public transport to commute, you do need a card which is called a Presto card, or depending upon what city you are coming in, that might be called by another name, but it's a card that gives you access to public transport, and it cost you anywhere between $100 to $180 a month depending upon which city or province you are coming in. Now, if you are going to live in your own accommodation or a student accommodation, you might want to buy some cleaning supplies. And if you buy some cleaning supplies, you can go for a Dollarama, which is a very reasonable store that provides you products at a cheaper prices. And you are likely to spend around $40 to $50 on the cleaning supplies, definitely under $50 to get started. Another expense can be the expense for your self care products. If you are not carrying the products with yourself from back home, you can buy them from here. We do have a lot of stores like Shoppers Drug Mart, Walmart, and even Dollarama provides you self care products. But my recommendation would be to go for Walmart or Shoppers Drug Mart as your options to buy self care products. You would likely be spending to buy your body lotions, shampoos, or body washes, and you can spend between $30 to $50 on this. Definitely not more than $50. So, if you're not carrying these products with you from back home, you are likely to spend this amount of money on these products. So these are some of the important and the basic expenses that you are most likely to spend on during your first month here in Canada. So make sure you are carrying enough money so that you can run these expenses smoothly. But if you are coming on a student visa, you do know that we have GIC accounts opened up here where we deposit $10,200 before we land in Canada. Once you come here and you activate your GIC account, you get $2,000 to get your life started here. So if you are somebody who wants to withdraw that $2,000 and spend on your first month's expenses, you can do it without any obligation. But if you are somebody who does not want to touch that GIC and want to keep it aside as a saving, make sure you are carrying enough money with you from back home so that you can get your lives started here. I hope this video will be helpful for all the newcomers in Canada. I wish you good luck and I hope everything goes smooth for you and you are able to find your accommodation and get your life started in Canada easily. If you did like this video or you think this video or the information was helpful, please don't forget to hit the like button and share it with somebody you think this video can help. And also feel free to leave your comments down below and I would love to hear your feedback. If there is any particular topic that you want me to make my next video on, please feel free to comment down below that as well. Thank you for watching again, guys. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.